Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Gorgeous Gold. I'd just like to begin by saying thank you so much if you have subscribed to my channel or supported me in any way. I appreciate you and I love you. I also missed you guys so much. If you are new and this message resonates, then please hit that subscribe button and share this video. We're trying to help each other heal along this journey. To book a private reading with me, contact me at gorgeousgold at 94.com or 94 gorgeousgold94@gmail.com. Sorry. That will also be in the description box. Please check out my Attracting a Life Beyond Your Dream video series. If you were selected for the free readings, I have emailed you or contacted you, so I will be getting those out to you by Sunday. Keep an eye on that. This video is going to be for my earth signs. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. It's meant to resonate with sun, moon, and rising. It's also meant to resonate with any area of your life, so just take it where it does resonate and how it resonates and leave what doesn't. I think that's it. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'd like to ask the universe to place a bubble around me and anyone tuning into this video. Fill it with bright white lights, 3 golden rings, and violet flames. May it shine so bright that nothing negative may ever attach. Guys, I'm so happy to be back with you. Let's get some energy for the earth signs. Earth sign energy. Earth sign energy. Wow, starting off strong, the Chariot. Wow. 10 of Wands. Six of Swords. The Tower. You guys are going through some major stuff right now. Eye-opening stuff. Page of Swords. One more card. One more card for my earth signs. Okay. Wow, 5 of Cups is your outcome. Yeah. Okay, earth signs. We got the Chariot to start your week off. Considering with all the cards that came out in your reading, I feel like you are trying to move away from all of this energy. You're trying to turn your back onto things. I also noticed that there's an eye on this Chariot and there's an eye on top of this tower. So I feel like you guys are awakening to a lot of different things, which you're trying to move away from. I think maybe you're stressed about jobs. You're stressed about relationships. There's some stuff in your life that you legitimately feel in your heart is not meant for you, just doesn't serve you. And I think that you're now trying to execute a plan to move away from it, but you're not quite sure. Oops, sorry guys, my feather fell out. But you're not quite sure of how to do this and what you need to do in order to gain the clarity and the strength that you need to move forward. I feel with the 10 of Wands, there are some burdens that you have been carrying for quite some time. And it's fears, it's anxiety, it's self-limited, it's self-doubting beliefs. It's just believing that you're not good enough and feeling like you're not good enough. And also, I feel like you're not seeing the reason of why you're dealing with all the stuff you're dealing with. It feels like for somebody, you're saying, you know what I'm saying? You're saying that every time I fix one thing or I deal with one thing, 50 more come up. What is the point of this? Why are all these burdens on my back? Why am I being forced to carry all this? Why can't I just catch a break? And so you're trying your hardest to move away from it, but I feel like you just keep going back for some reason. You keep being faced with the burdens and you're trying to carry them, and it feels like no matter where you take them, they're still there. They're still on your back. They're still in your mind, and it always seems to creep back in. With the 6 of Swords coming out, I feel that this week you're trying to find new ways to permanently move yourself away from situations. You see, she planted those swords. You can't really tell from this picture, but on this side, you can see that the swords are planted in the water. So you're trying to find a way to plant all of the shit that does not serve you anymore and move away from it. Go away from it with your cup full and feeling whole and feeling like you can do anything that you want. And that's what the universe wants for you, because that is in your advice position. So with the Tower and the 6 of Swords being in the advice position, it's saying it's time for you to open your eyes, and the things that you know that you've intuitively discovered, and the things that you know no longer serve you, and the things that you know need to be planted and that you need to move away from. And for a lot of you, I feel like this is emotions, this is mindsets, these are emotional relationships, these are deep emotionally rooted issues. It's time for you to face your truth and let them go. Let all of the things that need to be removed fall, because until you do that, you're not going to really be able to release these wands. The wands are all of this, all the stuff that's been in your tower, hogging up space, that's just keeping you cluttered and making you feel like you're never going to gain the clarity and the peace that you seek. And so purity is trying to come in. That dove is flying in. And like I said, that I just keep focusing on it. You need to open your eyes and you need to be honest with yourself. You need to assess the situation, whatever this is for you. For somebody, like I said, it's a job. For some of you, it's relationships. For others of you, it's just mindsets. It's that anxiety and that self-doubt and feeling like you're never going to be able to do this, or feeling like you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. Letting things control your life. Instead of gaining control and clarity within, you're letting other things control your life. It's time for you to let those fall down, let them burn away, and to gain clarity and be honest and truthful, and just let this tower fall. That's your overall advice. Let the tower fall, because once it falls, you will then be in control of your emotions, and you will be able to fill your cup, and you will also be able to move differently. The Page of Swords is here. The Page of Swords is moving fearlessly in a new direction. And so I feel like you guys you get in this space where you're in the Page of Swords, and so you start moving towards your truth, but then something from your past, one of these wands, one of these swords that you need to release, will pull and nudge you back over there. And so then you find yourself right back into the Ten of Wands energy, all of these burdens, all of this pain, all of this neglect on your back, and it feels like you can't catch a break. This week with the Page of Wands, or Page of Swords, coming out, I see that it is time for you to move fearlessly through the storm. Things look rough right now. They feel rough. You feel defeated, and you feel like you're not going to make it out on the top, and there's no way for you to win whatever situation you are facing. But there is. It's time for you to walk through the storm. And this week, I feel like a handful of you guys have made, not a handful, a large majority of the collective have made the decision that they will walk through the storm and not be defeated by it. You're going to work your hardest to, when you have those limiting beliefs or those thoughts creeping in, the devil energy, you're going to try to work your hardest to release it. I feel like, you see, the Five of Cups is the overall outcome for your reading. So it's you being focused on the things that have left your life or the things that no longer serve you, instead of focusing on those two cups behind you. And if you just turn around, there's a beautiful rose blooming behind you, a beautiful flower. And so it's time for you to now turn away from those things that no longer serve you, and finally carry those wands up the hill and free yourself. Free your mind, free your thoughts, free yourself. And I know this sounds hard, but it's really just as simple as changing your mindset, because your mindset honestly is what creates your reality. Your perception is everything. Everything is perceived. And so if you perceive something as, if you have a negative mindset with money, like I'm poor, I'm never going to have it, if that's what you speak up, then that's what you shall receive. If you say, I'm not good enough to get this job, I'm just going to have to suck it up and work at this job, then you're never going to get another job. You're right. You're just going to have to suck it up at that job, because you've already put it in your mind that you can't get another job and that you don't deserve another job. So how can the universe allow you to manifest and call something else in when what you are speaking up doesn't match what you're saying that you want? So it's time for you to turn your back to those things that are gone and release them. Because look, all these cards are pretty much, their back is facing. They've turned their back on this journey. They've turned their back on those wands and on those negative beliefs and those negative thoughts, because it's time. You have so much abundance and love and light and support surrounding you, but you've been so stuck in this negative mindset and old thought patterns that you don't even recognize the blessings that are being bestowed. You don't even recognize that there's a rose behind you and 2 full cups that are balanced, because you've been so focused on trying to keep a tower together that you need to just let fall. Insight is coming in for you this week, and you need to weather through the storm, because it's going to be very scary. It's hard. Change is hard. Staying the same is so easy, but you need to be ready to weather through the storm and fight through it, because that's what this week is about for you, Earth signs. It's about fighting through the storm, making it out to the other side, and knowing that you have the power to live a life that is aligned with your truth. And with your truth, rather that it's good or bad, is what you will have and what your life will be aligned with. So make sure your truth is truly your truth. It's not some fear-based truth. It's time for you to align with the frequency of love, because at the rate we are all attracting, with all of these portals and stuff that are opening, what we speak shall be. Ask and it is given. If you sit in your brain all day and let anxiety and fear take over and control it, then that is what will keep manifesting. It is time at this moment in our planet to shift our mindsets and to level up. And so I feel like you guys have been doing that, and it's so hard. We have those down weeks, and that's what this is for you, Earth signs. But pull yourself out of this funk and remind yourself how far you've come. Remind yourself how far you're going. The energy for you guys is so heavy, and just, I didn't even play meditation music in the background for any other reading but y'all's, because your energy is very heavy. 5 of chalices. So I feel like we all need some healing right now, some love. We're going to even get some sage going. I'm sending you guys so much love and positive energy, because I know those tower moments are difficult. I feel like right now, Earth signs, you're going through a dark night of the soul. That's exactly what's happening. And you're clearing out old shit that you might not have even known was there, and it's heavy. It's heavy. I feel your pain. Okay. 8 of Earth is clarifying the Chariot. The 8 of Earth is technically the 8 of Pentacles. I love that he is an artist. He's making he does pottery, and he's a painter. You're creating your life. It's time for you to move towards something you can create that you're proud of. And that's what you're trying to focus on this week. You are literally sitting here and you're thinking, what can I do to create a life that I will be proud of? What can I do to create a life that will be better aligned with me? How do I attract this new job? How do I attract this new mindset? How do I attract a new apartment? I am unhappy with the way things are going. It is time for you to become an artist again. It's time for you to go back to the drawing board, because that's all our life is artwork. It's time for you to go back to the drawing board and erase, or for some of you, restart completely. Make a whole different picture, because the picture you created is not what you envision anymore. And it's okay. Nothing is set for us. Like, we are learning and we're constantly evolving, and I feel like you guys are on the verge of evolution. And so during this dark night of the soul, take this time. Reflect and think on what it is that you are hoping to create in this life, and being clear on it. Because the clearer that you paint the picture, the better off it will be. The more your art will express itself. And so you're moving towards a life that is created by you. This life that you have is created by you. So I should reword that. You're moving towards a life that is happily created by you. A life that you are happy that you created, and a life that you are grateful for. I feel like there's something else to say from that. Basically, just don't give up. You guys have the power to create whatever it is that you want, and you also have the tools. You have the tools to move ahead. You have the tools to turn away from these things that just don't serve you anymore, and you have everything you need in your heart. to gain the clarity and perspective that you need to create a different life. With the 5 of Earth clarifying the 10 of Wands, I feel like it's time for you to surrender. There's a volcano right there, and that poor little animal just went in there and died. And I feel like that is your message. You need to allow your old self to die. You need to allow those old wounds and all of that past life shit and all of the past stuff that you're carrying with you, all the anxiety, all of the wounds. You have to let that die. You have to let it fall off. And I'm not telling you it's going to be easy at all. It's not. You can do thousands of full moon rituals, and each time the shit comes up for you, it will still be just as hard. You will still be just as sad. You will still cry. You learn how to cope with it, and you learn how to heal in a healthy way, and you're crying healthy tears because you're releasing it for once and for all. But it's still painful. That animal literally fell in a volcano. That is painful, but it is going to die. And so, as sad as that sounds, I understand it can sound heartless, but that's what life is. We're constantly evolving. Things die and then they evolve and they change. You know, they transform. And so that's where you're at. You're transforming. It's time for the old cycle to be done for once and for all. The 6 of Swords is clarified by the Man. The Man is the Star card. This is all about healing. I just told you guys, your advice really is to drop those burdens, drop those swords, whatever it is that you've been carrying with you along this journey that truly does not serve you. It's time for you to figure out a way to get rid of it, to accept the lessons that you've learned from it, but to let it go and move forward in a whole different way, because you are healing. And healing is painful, but it is so necessary. And your cup will never be fuller than when you heal yourself. You're giving yourself the love that you desire. And it's important right now during this dark night of the soul that you guys are experiencing that you are meditating or writing or drawing or getting outside in nature. Like right now is the time for you to use all the tools and skills you've learned throughout this cycle of how to calm yourself down and get yourself back grounded. You need to be pulling all of those out of that basket and using them to create balance and calmness in your life, because that's what you need. During this healing, during this dark night of the soul you guys are going through, everything feels so painful. All of these old memories, all of these old wounds, all of it is being just triggered. You might hear a song and start crying for 10 minutes. Like literally, you are being triggered. Even with the mermaids coming out, you are dealing with deep-rooted emotions. Like this tower moment that you're having right now, this dark night of the soul, this is core stuff. These are things that were rooted deep within, so it feels painful. By any means, not by any means at all am I telling you that this healing that you're doing is going to be super easy, but it is going to be worth it. The star, the man right there, he's revealed and he's naked. So I feel like once this healing is done, you are going to be stripped of all of this old cycle and you're going to step out a new person. You're going to step out a wiser, more mature, more beautiful, and more pure version of yourself. You have to dig deep and sit at the bottom of the ocean. Sit at the bottom of your emotions and feel them. Trust that you have the power to heal and that you are a mermaid, because she's beautiful. This mermaid's at the bottom of the ocean. She's not afraid. She's from the ocean. She is one with the ocean. You are one with your emotions. And now it is time for you to sit with your emotions and gain the clarity and perspective that you need to move forward, because this journey is difficult and healing is so painful. Healing is painful for everybody. But it's important to know that you've been given the tools and everything that you've needed up until this point to do the healing that you need for this part of the journey. So let this tower fall. Feel those emotions, cry, be sad, journal, listen to music that invokes emotions. It's time for you to get emotional, and it's time for you to use those emotions in a productive way to heal this for once and for all, earth signs, because you deserve that. You really do. You deserve to heal. You deserve to be whole. You deserve to be loved, because that's what you deserve. You've put it out there enough, and that's what you deserve to get back. So it's time for you to stop settling in life, stop beating yourself up, stop telling yourself you're not enough, and stop believing those lies. Walk away from that and walk towards what it is that you deserve. The air element and Shango are coming out. And that was clarifying the Page of Swords. So like I said, you guys are moving in your truth. It's time for you to walk through some kind of storm. It's time for you to walk through this tower moment with bravery. And with Shango right there, I feel like it's time for you to shield yourself and protect yourself. And also with the air element. The air element is all about the swords. So it's time for you to use your truth to shield yourself and protect yourself. It's time for you to put up the clearest boundaries that you've ever had in your life. If you've been kind of letting people tread on you and letting them do what they want, or, you know, kind of going with the flow of what others want for you and what you want, and kind of going against what you want and just doing what others want, it's time for you to get clear and use your truth, because right now your truth is the only thing that is protecting you. Your truth and you setting those clear boundaries is the only thing that is saving you from going under. And so during this tower moment, your truth is the only thing that will keep your emotions pure and keep you grounded and sane. Otherwise, this dark night of the soul can turn into something that is more permanent than it needed to be. It's time for you to now shield yourself more than ever. Protect yourself and protect your feelings, your thoughts, your opinions. You need to set clear boundaries, and you have to stick to those boundaries, because right now your energy is so sensitive, earth signs. You guys are experiencing such an intense dark night of the soul that any little negative piece that comes in can affect you in a whole nother way, and it can lead to a whole separate volcano erupting that was not supposed to be going off yet. So it's time for you to shield yourself and set those boundaries. If you don't want to do something, speak your piece, speak up, because what's going to happen is you're going to do something for somebody else that you didn't want to do, and you're going to blow up and it's going to go bad. Or that you're going to say something you didn't mean or hurt someone, because you're in a sensitive frame of mind right now. You are trying to heal. You are experiencing a dark night of the soul, and you are okay. This is supposed to happen, guys. It is. It happens to the best of us, and it's going to happen. You know, throughout each cycle, we will have our dark night of the soul. But the beautiful thing about the dark night of the soul is when you are done, you are refreshed and you are new. You are rejuvenated and you are reborn. The Seven of Earth is clarifying the Five of Cups, or Five of Chalices. So guys, this is saying all of the hard work you've put in, all of the things you've done up until this point, pay attention to those. Use those as your source of gratitude, as opposed to focusing on those things that you've lost. Use how far you've come, how hard you've worked on things. When you find yourself getting down and out, I recommend that you write, just 5 things. Find 5 things, even if you don't write them down. Go look in the mirror and find 5 things to tell yourself that you've done good on. I don't care if it was just that you woke up this morning and took a shower. If that is something, if you have been in a depressed state and that's all you managed to do today, get in the mirror and say that. This morning, I woke up, I took a shower, I went outside and walked the dog, I read a book, I got to draw, and I got to watch my TV show. 5 things every single day in the mirror when you find, and not even just every single day, anytime one of those negative thoughts creeps in, or ego, or you're starting to focus on the downside of life, go find a mirror and go talk to yourself and uplift yourself with 5 things. Even if it's just that your hair looks good today, whatever 5 things you can find that make you happy, please do them. Find them. You need to keep yourself positive right now, because during the dark night of the soul, it's so easy for the devil and the ego to take over. I'm going to get some rebel cards for you guys, and then we will do an angel message and we will do our meditation. Okay. Rebel card for 7 or the Chariot. These cards are straightforward, guys, so do keep that in mind. Like, they're cutthroat. She's going to just tell you like it is. I love it. But it can be a little harsh sometimes. Just know that anything that comes out with these cards, it's all intended with love, and it's all for the greater good and for healing purposes only, guys. I love that. This card just literally is saying verbatim what I just said in the reading. I love that. There's 2 for this one, and then 1 more. Okay, believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking La La Land. Choose bravely. Guys, that's clarifying the chariot. It's time for you to walk away from the lies and the illusions and all of these wands that you've been carrying. Fucking apologize. Seriously, just do it. Guys, that's about releasing those wands. So rather if that's apologizing to yourself or to other people, or if it's forgiving someone that owes you an apology that you didn't get it, let it go. These wands are just burdens that you don't need to carry anymore. And they're taking up space in your time and in your life. Remove them and release them. Clarifying the Six of Swords, we have, you are giving too many fucks. Give 0. Guys, leave those swords in the water. Release them. This is your life. Live it. It's not what other people say. They're not the boss of you. And this card, it took a quote right out of my mouth. You are giving away your power. You are a badass. Act like it. No one else should be in control of you. Your power does not lie in your past experiences or what other people say. Step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Eat some yummy shit. Bacon, chocolate, beer. Get some. This is about making it through that storm, guys. It's important for you to indulge in life. And like I said, paint. Eat some good food. Do things that are comforting for you. You need some fucking yoga in your life. Ancient shit is cool. I believe you guys got this same card last week. So it's time to start doing some yoga and getting your shit together. And last but not least, we have the money signs with Make It Rain. Guys, there's so many beautiful blessings and abundance that's coming into you. You just got to make it through this dark night. And on the other side of this painful journey is going to be beautiful things, new jobs, new opportunities that are better aligned with your truth. But you have to do the healing work. It doesn't just happen. And I know we wish that it did, but it doesn't. Can I have an Ask Your Guides Oracle card? Guys, we're gonna I'm gonna pull this card and then we're gonna go straight into our meditation. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys I love you so much. I appreciate you, and I'm so grateful for everybody that tunes into these videos and supports me. To book a private reading, the information will be in the description box. Check out Attracting a Life Beyond Your Dreams video series, guys. I love you so much, and I'm always sending you positive thoughts. We have decisions for your Ask Your Guides card. We're going to go ahead and read that and then jump in our meditation. Decisions. You are faced with many choices and aren't sure what to do. Leave or stay in a job. Terminate or recommit to a relationship. Stop or continue a creative project. Go to work or stay home with the kids. Life is an endless stream of choices, and doing what's best is never a simple thing. Fortunately, your higher self can help you resolve these difficult decisions, especially if you're willing to let some of those balls you juggle drop to the wayside for now. The key to making the best decisions is to simply follow your heart and attend only to what you care about right now. Focus on priorities that feed your spirit, and don't become overwhelmed by the demands and expectations of others. Ask your higher self to help you discern and trust in what requires your attention right now, and be willing to disappoint people. Your higher self assures you that what falls to the wayside isn't important in the long run, despite the drama of the moment. The message for you is, don't try to be all things to all people. It's a waste of time, and you'll surely fail. All right, guys, let's get set up for our meditation. We are meditating to the positive vibration frequency. I think we might have done this one last week or whatever, but we can always use positive energy, and with all of the energy shifts that are happening, everyone can take advantage of this. So get in a comfortable position and let's begin our 2-minute meditation. I would like to ask the universe to fill it with love, fill this room with love, and to protect all of the earth signs in this reading. Breathe in love. Breathe out fear. In, 1, 2, 3. Out, 1, 2, 3. In, 1, 2, 3. Out, 1, 2, 3. In, 1, 2, 3. Out, 1, 2, 3. In, 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3. In. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3. In. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in love and light. 1, 2, 3. Exhale fear and worry. Breathe in peace and serenity. Exhale fear and control. Breathe in trust and inner knowing. Exhale limiting beliefs and doubts. Trust that you are whole. You are love. You are beautiful. You are strong. You are powerful. You are divine. You are worthy of love. And you are everything, and everything is you.